Selwyn the Enduring. I was pretty interested in this guy as soon as I was looking through different characters and noticed he was going to be a caster that was water-based. He's got a pretty cool image here too. This looks like an interesting character. He's easy to farm for fairly early. Again, only 10 tokens. Then you get the 1-star version of him. It would be, again, straightforward to build him up over time to higher star levels. If we take a look at his stats, first off we see his traits. He cannot be frozen, just like Igorok. He's got very low defense, pretty low attack. For the level, it's moderate skill and very low health. And nothing too surprising with these. There's that freeze resistance. What makes him more interesting is this skill. So he's got his basic attack is really low again, but this skill, it's very much like Igorok's Polar Pounding. So he's going to do ranged attack on all enemies. It's a low damage, but again, early levels, 1-star, and a chance to freeze all of them. So all of his stats across the board are significantly lower than Igorok's, but he has this same incredibly useful skill. And so there's the potential that over time you could build up his star level, build up those stats, and you could have maybe a slightly weaker or just moderately weaker version of Igorok, and with Igorok being one of the absolute most useful characters in this game, having a slightly weaker version as a second, that's not entirely bad. Let's take a look at his ascensions. So for the next one, and it looks like we're able to do it now, we've got Chilling Blast. This is a ranged cold attack on a single unit with a chance to chill. Looks like that's a fairly decent starting damage. Chance to chill is less exciting for me. Chill, I think, is just about the least useful, at least in raiding especially. Raids are usually determined in the first at least 2 rounds. By the end of the second round, you pretty well know who's going to win that raid. Chill is just going to stop the regeneration of energy for a couple turns, and so that's, again, not so useful in raiding, probably not super useful in a campaign mode either. And then he gets Polar Master just like Igorok with a chance to freeze on any crit. So that would be nice. Again, having 2, that really seems to help out a lot for bosses. So if you had 2 characters that had a chance to freeze, it would be all the more useful. If we did open up and look at his final ascension skill, that's going to be Frosty Bolt. I'm not going to show it here, but it's again a ranged cold attack with another chance to freeze, so that's going to be a single unit attack, but probably, again, probably a 100% chance that just subtracts off the enemy's resistance to freeze. So that would probably be a really nice addition as well for him. Overall, he's going to be pretty interesting once you get to the level cap, I think. I'm probably not going to put any time into incorporating him into my team. Again, you can really only seem to maintain 6 to 8 characters, somewhere in that range, to keep them topped out in their level and really have them useful for you. Once we hit that level cap, it'll be interesting to start bringing some of these other characters in, experimenting with them, building them up, and trying out some different teams.